Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Reaction on theeradillo FC. I'm your host, theeradillo, the ugliest Manchester United fan in the world. Yes, I claim it. And Manchester United have won 2-1 against Aston Villa, a well-deserved victory at Old Trafford, and a game where an unexpected star has been born of Eric Bailly. And yeah, let's get into the reactions with how we set up and how Ollie had his starting lineup. We had a 4-2-3-1. Some might debate it might have been a 4-3-1-2, but I believe it was more of a 4-2-3-1 with Big Dave between the sticks, Luke Shaw at left back, Harry Maguire and Eric Bailly as that new center back pairing, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, Scott McTominay and Fred in the midfield with the three of Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and Marcus Rashford. And up top, Anthony Martial, who in fact opened up the scoring in the 40th minute with an assist from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And then Bertrand Traore responded in the 58th minute with a Jack Grealish assist. And then Bruno Fernandes winning, or Paul Pogba winning a penalty with Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes getting the game winner with that. A couple changes for United with the Nemanja Matic coming on for Scott McTominay in the 65th. And Bruno Fernandes coming off for Daniel James in the 87th. And a final sub of Fred for Axel Tuanzebe in the 94th. Overall, I thought we performed well. I think we were definitely wanting more. We're super aggressive. You saw it with Fred and Bailly. Bailly almost, if it wasn't an offsides there, where he got the yellow card in the 55th minute, if it wasn't for it being offsides, he probably would have gotten a red. Honestly, it was a little bit of a sketchy challenge. We had quite a bit of yellow cards as well in this game with Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, and Nemanja Matic as well getting one. But yeah, definitely were super aggressive. Basically played out how you would see a team play with their strengths and weaknesses. Aston Villa trying to win set pieces and then trying to capitalize off of those. I think it was Mings had a header that should have went in, and let's just say went a little too wide, and no one really challenging him. And that was when the game started to get a little where you're just standing up on your toes, trying to peek your eyes and trying to avoid seeing a goal that would be right behind Big Dave. And we survived, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. It's got a little nerve-wracking. And the Mings sitter that didn't go through was one of those moments where it was like, oh my, like our defense is gonna let us down here. Something's gonna happen, and then Bailly just, I guess, has been the real difference maker. He's been the right combination with Harry Maguire as that more physical pairing or center back for him, and then covering him with his pace, which he's done in the last couple of games. And it's really shown that this is more the type of player that you want to have with Harry Maguire, because he's going to be able to make up for it, but he does have that tackle in him to take him off the pitch. I thought Aaron Wan-Bissaka, though, did have a great game. Seems like he's more comfortable there on the right. I think with Marcus Rashford filling that void on the right wing, I think it's going to be the thing that he needs to go forward. This attacking forward line is actually not too bad with Paul Pogba there on the left. He doesn't push up as more of a winger, but more of an advancing player, kind of, where he's not going too far up the pitch. He does at times will get on the goal line, bringing up the ball from like a deep ball from like Bruno or somebody, but definitely is more effective, I feel, on the at that position. I thought he was my man of the match. He definitely got elbowed earlier, even though I think Mings didn't get the card for it, but definitely probably might have gotten another penalty before the Traore goal. But I mean, Jack Grealish defensively as well. He was annoying. He was the guy that was trying to make everything happen. And then he was the one that was also winning a lot of the free kicks. And like I said, that was what Villa wanted to do, is get free kicks. They have the guys to get up in the air and take advantage of that. And that was part of their game plan, and also letting have some Grealish magic, which we stopped. There were some times where it was like, if we don't put a bid in for this guy in the summer, like there's a problem with that board. But man, he's just a player that we can really use and would be another option. I think him and a lot of people saying that he wants, or they want him to play at the 10 where Fernandez is playing. I think he could play out on the right for us and be that option throughout the game where he's trying to create changes. And there's those games where Bruno is quiet, and I think those are the games where actually Bruno is like come in and actually is changed it, where he's not getting the assists or goals, but he's putting in the effort. He's putting in a game where you don't need to be the star of the game. He just needs to play his position and help his team win. And I think that combo together can be very, very deadly. Yeah, I think Grealish is if he should be jumped on top of our transfer list, like whatever short list, he's on the very top. If he's not, then that's just crazy. But other than that, I think Marcus Rashford had a great game as well. He didn't get on the goal scoring sheet, but that's fine. I thought he's starting to make teams really pay attention there on the right, and being that option for us. I think it's been the difference of having a right winger. It's also brought a lot more out of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think he would be a lot more comfortable with someone that's more effective on the right, where he's allowed even more space, because obviously the attacking winger is going to be the guy that you want to focus on defensively. But having Wan-Bissaka be more free, have more confidence, have more time on the ball, I think that's just going to benefit him more. And I think that's another big thing we're missing right now, is a true white winger. But as long as Rashford can fill that void, then we're good. Other than that, I think the midfield, the lowest part of the game, or the players that really didn't perform to a high standard, would probably be McTominay, Fred, and Shaw. If you're not selling Shaw's stocks at the moment, you should start doing that, because I think his days are numbered. Even though you can say he put out a good defensive performance, but that's one of the first players that needs to be. The only way he's going to get out of the starting 11 is if he's completely removed from the club. And saying that, I know is harsh, but it just needs to be done. He was the guy that there was a ball that Paul Pogba played to him, and he just gave up on it. There was one other thing defensively where I know it was more of a Fred mistake, and then also Aaron Wan-Bissaka not covering Grealish on the goal, but he definitely could have put in a little bit more effort besides standing there on that cross to Troy. So, like I said, if you're not selling his stock, start selling it. I thought he's always going to be the weakest link defensively, regardless of how good of a game he's playing, and that's only because of you're not expecting him to do too much. But Paul Pogba, finally on the left side, thought he played excellent. That was a position where he was more involved, and he's allowed to be more free and allow himself to give up the ball at times. Like Bruno Fernandes is one of the guys that statistically he gives up the ball a lot, but that's because he's trying to create chances. And same thing with Paul Pogba, but you just don't want him to lose the ball farther, or in our half rather than in their half. And you saw that with Fred, who did that at times today. I thought he'd played a 50-50 game where 50% of the time he was great, and the other 50% of the time was him giving up dumb balls, tackling radically. McTominay wasn't too good as well, but I think there's supposed to be guys that are just going to work hard and stay on them with the press and allow the front four to basically be free to do whatever they want. So I can't really complain about them too much. And then Big Dave, I think finally he had a couple of great saves in this. And I think that's one thing that we're going to notice at the end, is how much of a difference he's been. there's teams that if they had a goalkeeper at his quality, they definitely would have a lot more points and be a lot higher up on the table. And then you got to have a great goalkeeper that's going to come in those clutch moments for us to get the 3 points. Finally, before we leave you, we're going to look at the table with Liverpool there at second. Or not in first, sorry. Apologize. I'm switching screens. We're sitting there second. The only thing that's different between us is goal difference now. 16 games played with 32 points, or 33 points each. A 8-point goal difference. So we're going to have to make that up eventually if we want to challenge. But I mean, this next game in the league is actually going to be Burnley, but the next 2 games are going to be cup games with, I don't know if they're going to delay the Carabao Cup with City, but they're on the schedule for the 6th. And the game after that is Watford on the 9th, and then Burnley on the 12th. And then after that is Liverpool on the 16th. So we got a jam-packed January coming in, but great performance. You know, usually you would think after the Villa goal, like, oh well, it's gonna be 0-0. It's gonna walk away with a point, but found a way to win. I thought we were more deserving to win. I thought we created way more chances. Just need to be, I don't even want to say it's like a level above professional in these games where you're up and finishing properly, and we're starting to get there. You saw it at the end with everyone not dogpiling on Eric Bailly, but going in, giving him a hug and telling him how great of a game he did, because he did. He was probably, some people is going to be the man of the match. My man of the match is Paul Pogba, because he won the penalty to get us the win. But I thought he played effectively and caused a lot of attention and allowed his teammates to get into space. Eric Bailly defensively makes up a lot for covering the amount of ground he can cover and allowing Harry Maguire to overstretch himself. But great game. Let us know what you guys thought. Did you think my criticisms of Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay and Fred were deserving? Did you think Eric Bailly, Paul Pogba, man of the match, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, shouts out there if any of those people feeling that way as well? And I've been The Radillo on The Radillo FC. Thank you guys for watching the reaction, and we'll see you guys in the next one, as I am the ugliest Manchester United fan in the world. Yes, that's me, and we'll see you guys later. Cheers.